I'm going to show you how to make chicken 65 biryani, for which first we'll start with making the chicken, and the ingredients are over here. The dry ingredients I have: half teaspoon of coriander powder, half teaspoon of black pepper powder, half teaspoon of turmeric powder, half teaspoon of cumin powder, half teaspoon of paprika, half teaspoon of tandoori masala powder, a teaspoon of salt, a pinch of garam masala powder, and half teaspoon of red chili powder. I have here less than 1/4 cup of cornstarch, around a tablespoon of grated ginger and garlic, around 700 grams of boneless chicken which are cut into nice cubes, and around 200 grams or 250 grams of chicken which is with bone. Here I have around 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, or you can say half squeezed lemon, and around 2 to 2.5 tablespoons of Greek style yogurt, and I'll be using 1 egg. So very first thing, we're going to just take the chicken and add in the chicken, and now I'll be adding on it the lemon juice and ginger and garlic shredded. Now I'll add in the dry spices, all of them all together, yogurt, cornstarch, and egg. I'm going to mix everything well. Now this is mixed really well. We are going to keep this aside for half an hour. Half an hour of marination of the chicken, we're going to now fry the chicken on medium flame. We're going to fry them till it's golden brown in color. I have added the boneless cubes first, and then I'm going to add the rest of the chicken. And I have kept it in the same bowl in which the marination was done, so that we can make use of the remaining spices in it. Right now over here I have the main ingredients for making the biryani. Around 1 kilo of rice I'm using, and I've soaked it in water for 10 minutes. Around 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, less than 1 teaspoon of food color, this is optional, half teaspoon of cumin powder, half teaspoon of turmeric powder, half teaspoon of red chili powder, a teaspoon of garam masala powder, less than half teaspoon of tandoori masala powder, half teaspoon of paprika, a teaspoon of coriander powder, and half teaspoon of black pepper powder. I have here saffron soaked in milk, around a teaspoon of shredded ginger and garlic, 2 teaspoons of salt I'll be using in the whole process. Over here I have whole garam masala, in which I have 4 cardamom, 2 cinnamon sticks, tiny ones, 4 cloves, around little bit of coriander seeds, little bit of cumin seeds, and little bit of thyme seeds. Here I have 2.5 tablespoons of Greek style yogurt, 1 nicely chopped tomato, and 4 nicely sliced large sized onion. Heat the pan and add in around 4 to 5 tablespoons of oil. I just forgot to mention in the ingredients, oil is also one of the ingredients. Now we are going to add in the sliced onions, and we are going to let it cook till it's golden brown. Alright, till the onions are getting done, I'm just going to crush this whole garam masala in this. We're not going to make a really powder of it, so I'm using this thing. Alright, this is done. I'll just take this out, back in it. You see this is not powdered, and the exact thing what we need for this biryani. You can see the onions are getting quite brown, so at this point I'll add the ginger and garlic shredded in it. Now I'll be adding in it the whole garam masala which I have just now crushed it. So I'm adding those, and the dry ingredients, the cumin, red chili and turmeric powder, tandoori masala and garam masala powder, the coriander and black pepper powder, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Mix everything. Now add in the yogurt. Mix a little bit, and we're going to add now the chicken, and along with that the remaining leftover spices that were there inside the bowl while marination was done. Now I'm going to lid this and keep this for around 6 to 10 minutes on medium-low flame. And we are going to do till that time rice. Rice I have kept here in a vessel around 1.5 liters of water, and now I'm going to add in the salt and along with that the lemon juice, and in this hot water now I'm going to add the rice. I had removed the water from the rice which was soaked in. Alright, we have to partially cook the rice, and we are going to keep this on high flame and keep on checking as we have to partially cook it. Till then, let's shift to our chicken. Alright, let's see the chicken. Well, it's quite nicely done. Now we are going to add at this point our chopped tomato. We're going to just mix everything and let it cook for around 2 to 3 minutes, and then this is done for the biryani. So I'm going to lid this for 2 minutes on medium flame. Alright, let's check this after 2 minutes. Yeah, it looks quite done. So now let's see the rice and drain the water, excess water from the rice. Alright, the rice is done. I'm going to drain the excess water out of it. Let me show you. It should be partly cooked. This is how it's looking. So now it's time to build the biryani to the dish. So very first thing, I'm going to add in the rice in the base, and on it I'll be adding a little bit of food color, just a tiny bit. This is just to give a good look. If you don't want, you don't. And on that I'll be adding our chicken. Now one more layer of rice. Cover everything. Now on top of this layering, I'll just add the remaining food color that I have, and along with that the milk with saffron that has been soaked. I'm going to add that on top. Now I'm just going to lid this, but before lidding I'll just add a cloth on top of it and lid the lid as I always do for biryani, upside down this way. Just cover it up nicely and leave it for around 20 to 30 minutes on medium-low flame. Let's check now. I'm just going to get this thing out. Alright, it looks quite done. I'll just check the rice. Yes, the rice is done too, so I'm just going to keep out on the serving. And that's it for today. It's out on the serving dish. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.